Well, hello, everyone. Welcome into TexAgs Rewind, presented by Yeti. Thanks so much for watching this awesome program. So if you're watching this show, at the current moment, we do not know where A&M baseball is going. So the shelf life of this one is going to last all week, guys, because there's a lot of baseball analysis to talk about from what we saw in Hoover. On the program, we had Olin Buchanan. We had Schloss, and Schloss burned me on the show. You want to hear that? That was fantastic. We also had Bronny on the program. We had Boomer White on the program. We had Billy Liucci on the program. A lot of baseball, some football to talk about. You'll definitely want to watch this one. It's the TexAgs Rewind. We went most of the season without really good pitching. In the last 11 days, we've gotten pretty good pitching, right? If the offense, if Jace LaVillette has what we've seen him do, because he was a little quiet during the SEC tournament, not the entire time, but a little quiet. If he breaks out, Trevor, the rest of the crew, like that is the kind. If you just get good enough pitching, we got better than good enough pitching. But good enough pitching with good enough hitting, that's any team, but especially with this squad.
Well, I know that the baseball people, and I'm not talking about here, I'm talking about nationally, I heard them saying things like A&M is the team that's not going to be a one seed that no one seed wants to play right now.
Right.
And, you got to like the way they look going into the tournament. Now, you still got to do it again. You got to keep doing it. But, yes, the emergence of the pitching gives you all kinds of additional confidence.
Yeah, it wasn't just one guy. It wasn't just one day. It was the end of the Mississippi State Series, which feels like a year ago. Like, honestly,
It does.
when I think about this SEC baseball tournament, the games get crowded in my head. I'm having a hard time, like, which game was that? Which Arkansas game was that? When was the LSU game? Because so much happened in a little amount of – from the time we did our show on Friday to now, how much has happened?
I know, it's been crazy. Oh, by the way, I guess we're going to get to this later, but Troy Wansing, to pitch the way he did in that first game, and then to come in relief against, was it Arkansas? And just in a tough spot to get out of it.
10 strikeouts, 9.2. There's the stats right there. 2 hits allowed, 1 walk. Buddy.
Did he have a win and a save?
Did he have the save? Did they give him the save?
Yeah,
I believe they did. Yeah.
Okay.
It was his first.
I don't know if the bases are loaded or if they had 2 on or something, but I think 1 out and he comes in there and he gets both guys. He was nails.
Schloss, how does today play out for you? Like, what's just the layout for you, and then the rest of the week with obviously bodies that need to rest a little bit?
Yeah, obviously off today. I just want to, other than the show and a quick team meeting, I want them to get away from baseball as best we can. We all have, freaking laundry to do and just life. Take a breath for a second, and then it'll depend where they send us, And so if we have a long trip, that'll determine whether we, more than likely leave on Wednesday or possibly Thursday morning if we're lucky. But if we have to leave Wednesday, then we'll have a very, very light workout. Probably do something Tuesday late in the afternoon. Try to give them as much recovery time as possible and not do much. And then, depending on when we have to leave, get a little workout on Wednesday before our official practice time wherever we are on Thursday.
That's Jim Schlossnagle on the hotline. Coach, appreciate your time. Thanks so much. Congratulations on a very successful week. We'll talk to you here down the road.
All right. Thank you, guys. And, David, by the way, I think we've blown some leads since you threw out your stat after the 7th inning.
Got me.
All right?
Thank you, Jim. Appreciate it.
So believe me, when the dude hit the walk-off for Starkville, you were the first guy thought of. So
I didn't want to bring it up, but it was on me. I apologize on the air about it, by the way.
I'm just kidding. Just like those dugout interviews, they have nothing to do with anything.
No, wear him out. Wear him out.
Schloss, I'm here for it, sir.
I appreciate you guys. Have a good day.
Thank you so much. See ya. I put in my notes shocking, but I don't know if this weekend was it shocking. Was it when you look at what they did? What's the word? Is it shocking? Is it finally living up to potential? How would you kind of put the words to describe these past few days?
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. Nothing really comes to mind. No one particular word, but I don't think it's shocking for me. I think if you look at statistics and you look at the season, from a high level view, it could be shocking. But I think it's more exciting maybe if I could just pick something, just because we saw things that we haven't seen, that we've been waiting to see, that we thought we would see from mainly this pitching staff and the team as a whole. And I think that getting a glimpse at that, getting a look at it, not just for one game, but 3, 4, 5 games, was just hopeful for what's to come and some of the biggest games of the season when this postseason rolls around. So fans, I think, have a really good reason to be excited.
Talking to Boomer White here on TexAgs Radio, presented by David Gardner Jewelers here. So I'm trying to make a correlation to last season. Every season has its own narrative, its own storyline. But I almost feel like if you were going to borrow something from last season, that A&M baseball team found their groove leading into Hoover, or even before that. But they certainly turned it on. And then we saw the explosion that got them to the College World Series. Do you see some parallels there?
I do a little bit. Yeah, I think that this team's been thinking and has been hopeful that they would see the season turn around a lot earlier, so that it would be a lot more parallel to last season. But what I do see is I see maybe a sense of relief. It's okay. So we've proven we can do it. There we go. That's what we've been looking for. That kind of feeling.
Everybody's predicting Stillwater. Not everybody. A lot of people are predicting Stillwater. What's your feeling on? It never goes as planned? Is it as easy?
That's my feeling, and I've always held that feeling. I think people even in this building, get too cute with their expertise. And with that said, I'm saying I've been wrong a million times. Like when we try to project,
it's a guess.
It's so much easier to project bowl games. Okay, that one's it's just a million times easier to project bowl games. That's a whole different animal. When you're trying to NCAA tournament and the baseball, college basketball, March Madness, and the baseball tournament, just, it's easy to kind of predict who the national seeds are and who the host teams are. I think there was probably one surprise yesterday, right, with a host. Mm-hmm. Maybe Indiana State was the one surprise, and it wasn't. I don't think it would qualify as a total shock, but it was surprising. So out of 16, maybe 2. Like, not that South Carolina was a surprise, but that was questionable. So 14 of the 16 were laydowns, right? But outside of that, how many times do we look at these NCAA tournament brackets by Lenardi and this guy and that guy, and we go, A&M just keeps getting projected to Denver. You keep seeing them pop up in Denver. That's where, and it makes sense. You put them in, and then they go to Des Moines, Iowa.
Right.
How many times did you see them in Des Moines? I don't know if we saw it once.
No.
That happens every year. And if you think that, I know you can kind of plug and play, and certainly with softball and soccer and some of the sports where they really, really try to make you where you can just drive, you knew A&M softball was going to Austin. With 100% certainty, you knew they were going to Austin. Because there's not a regional in Texas this year, I think it's wide open.
Nick, I spit out some game without involving you into the program. Why don't you close it out for us?
Well, you got to like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends, follow on Twitter, watch our shorts, subscribe to TexAgs.
Hey, can I just ask for people to congratulate Nick Savage? I'm not going to tell you what, because it was on the show, but you should congratulate Nick Savage about his future, right, Nick?
Yeah, I would say
Yeah, I think it was a little bit of an awkward exchange between us.
That was. I didn't know what to say, but yeah, if you congratulate me, thank you.
Congratulations, Nick, on having a great day.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Thank you.